artist.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and he's an actor. We're going to talk about his career and sort of the things and projects he's been working on. Let's start off by asking, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's so great to be here and great to be on this platform. And how are you?
I'm very excited to get to talk to
Well,
you.
you're looking great.
Thanks. That's sweet of you. Okay.
Thank you.
So what's really awesome is that I learned right off from meeting you that you were a theater person.
Absolutely.
Because we have a lot of like film actors, which you also are, but
Yes.
also your start has sort of also been to roll in with theater. So can you tell us how you started in acting?
Absolutely. I started with Ebony Fashion Fair as a model. Miss Johnson, who was the co-founder of Ebony Fashion Fair modeling troupe, had saw me and said, you would be a great look to be a part of our cadre. And I says, oh, come on. And she said, no, 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 take my card. Here's my number. Please give me a call. Now, this is in Chicago. And I modeled for Ebony Fashion Fair for about, a good 4 months. And she wanted me to give it a try. And I talked to my mother about it. She says, go ahead, enjoy it, get you a chance to travel and things of that nature because they go everywhere. Well, eventually I did it. I enjoyed it. But I wanted something more. And I was at the time still going to school and, trying to find my way, my direction, and my purpose. And she says, well, you know what? You have a lot of drama. Why don't we get you signed up with one of the theatrical places that we can get you into classes? So I went from modeling to acting, not knowing what to expect. And I just caught the bug. And here I am 15 years later, and I just absolutely love it. She has passed on, bless her soul, but she was very instrumental in my following the process of coming from Chicago to Los Angeles.
So at what point did you decide to make the move? Was there one particular role that you had gotten, or you just dove in the deep end to become being an actor?
That's an excellent question. I was working with CTA, which is Chicago Transit Authority, and I had an office, a corporate office that overlooked the Goodman Theater. And I got called for an audition, and it was for The Prisoner as a bailiff. And I went to the audition on my lunchtime. And if you know your coworkers, they always time to see exactly when you're going to come back, very nosy. And I didn't come back on time for my lunch. They said, well, where is he at? I was still at the audition, and I finally got in front of the right casting director, and I booked it as an understudy. And it turned out that the lead actor, Cedric Young, hi Cedric, how are you if you see this? He had booked a commercial, and they said, okay, you have to be ready for tonight. And that's how I got my start in cutting my teeth on the theater, at the Goodman Theater. And I miss you because the Goodman Theater is our Broadway, as well as the Steppenwolf. And this kept going on and on and on. I said, I'm going to have to try to make up my mind what I'm going to do. Either I'm going to delve into this full time. So I had to take an agonizing appraisal of what aim and what purpose should I take. I prayed about it. I meditated about it. I lit candles, the whole nine. And eventually I says, okay, this is it. And I took a leap of faith and came to Los Angeles. And I've been here since 2010. 2010.
It's incredible.
Yes.
And it's sort of where your opportunity that, was supposed to be for someone else, right? You as an understudy, it kicked off this whole career.
Yeah, it kicked off the career. They really love me because if you're at the Goodman, they have a lot of connections with people out on the West Coast. And that's how I started booking theater here in Los Angeles, as well as doing film, as well as independent film and things of this nature. And one thing leads to the next. And there's no blueprint as to how to follow this, you see. I wish it was. But you have to have what I call the 4 Ps. And that is process, patience, practice, and perseverance.
Did you come up with that?
I just came up with it.
That's it. I've never heard it. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so no one teaches you these things, right? But when you came to LA and you're like, I want to be an actor, so many people want to be actors.
Correct.
So how was it? How was that competition in those early years when you were here?
It's a bigger pull to jump into when you come to Los Angeles as compared to Chicago, because they get a lot of people that come off the plane, the boat, wherever they coming from, the bus, every year. Everyone wants to be here, come here, wants to, the people that drive Uber, the people that are chefs, bartender, the barber, everybody is an actor here. But the thing that I say, if you don't have the stay witness, the perseverance, as I had just said, you're going to get lost in the sauce. You have to stand in line until your ticket is called. I've seen a lot of people quit and just give up because they cannot deal with rejection. And so they fall back into the paradigm of what they're comfortable at doing. Because there, 90% of the time, there are a lot of no's. But you have to know within yourself that you're not the fragmented man, but you're the whole man. That makes a difference.
Oh, that's really cool. So those early years, do you have like one project that you felt like you really made it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be here in LA for a long time?
Barbershop 2 with Ice Cube. I started as a sidewalk extra. Eve was in this one. Cedric the Entertainer. Ice Cube, I think I said it, and Michael Ealy, and there were some other people that were in it. And someone let me borrow their car. I didn't have a car at the time. And which was very gracious of you, James. God bless him. He has passed on as well. And I put all my shirts and my pants in there because it's good to be ready to give these people variety. So they put me as a sidewalk extra, and then the third AD out of nowhere came and got me when I was in the holding section signing my voucher as an extra. I said, oh, I'm sorry, did I do something wrong? You know, you want to do everything right when you're starting off. He said, no, we like the way you look, and I'm going to take you to the second AD. And then that second AD took me to the first AD. It says, the director saw you passing by, and we really like your getup. And I went into a room full of lights and cameras and things. I mean, it was really highly decorated. And they said, sit in this chair right here. And the guy that was sitting there, they said, sir, thank you, we're done with you. And he got mad and started throwing his hair all over the place. They said, Idrees, we want you to sit there. And consequently, that's when I understood that there were other things besides acting in front of the camera, that you have to also be convicted to understand the setting, the grip, the lights, and things of this nature. And that's how I learned that people that are in behind the background of the camera, that's often passed down from father to son, because it's a union. And yeah, there's many things that come into the making of a movie. And that's how I got my start. The director said, this is what you're gonna do. Jane Fonda's son was cutting my hair. And you say something to him, you're gonna print in the mirror, and then you're gonna go straight over and get your shoe shine. And that was the moment, and that's how I got my SAG card.
That's a great story.
That's how I got my SAG card.
You just found yourself, walking on the sidewalk,
Yes.
and then you ended up right there.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of like your more recent projects then.
Sure,
Because your
absolutely.
start was so interesting, but I know like you're 15 years in now.
Yeah.
So what some of these recent projects are you like really, really proud of?
Well, since I'm a byproduct of Miss Nita Childs, love you, Nita.
Shout out Nina.
Who I play Miles Davis, and it's called Boblicity, and it's named Boblicity because it's an endearment to his mother that he named that album after her. And Nina had thrown an entrustment in my ingenuity, my nuance of what she felt that I could do to bring the talent to bring Miles to life. And we did it so well that everything, there was a lot of synergy and it was great. Everything just flowed. She's a wonderful director. And I am just so glad that it's finally getting some type of traction that it definitely needs, you know. To play Miles, first I have to tell you, I come from the Meisner technique, Sanford Meisner, where I don't worry about the words in terms of memorization. I pretty much deal with the stimuli and how it's going to transport the development of how I'm understanding the character. So I took the turmoil of Miles, and I made it my conflict, studying his behaviorism, the way he talked, the way he walked, because he was an enigma, truly,
Mm-hmm.
but a gifted genius, if you will. And so I had to throw myself into that character. And I really, really enjoyed it.
That's amazing.
Really enjoyed it, yeah.
And I know you sort of you haven't moved on from theater. You're doing both, right? You're
I'm
doing.
doing both right now. But the last one I did in terms of film, that's up and coming. I play a vampire.
Oh yeah, can you talk about
Yes,
that?
I not that much, but shout out to Milena Gay. Um, uh, Love you, Milena. Thank you for having me in this role, and you got to come and check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm biting on a lot of necks.
Okay.
I will tell you that.
Is it a drama? Is it comedy?
It's a drama slash comedy.
Okay. Okay.
And it's something that people would love to enjoy seeing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When do we have like a date for? Its
That's going to go in film festivals very soon.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah,
Six-
very, very
six-
soon.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, as an actor, so you've done so many projects now. You must have a technique to memorize, then, right? You were telling me you have a way that you like to memorize. You read the script a bunch of times, like 100 times.
Yes, it's important. The late great Sidney Poitier, who I had a pleasure in meeting, he's the one that impressed upon me that you have to read the script at least 100 times, because you will start getting different interpretive meanings out of what the writer is saying. Some writers write in third person,
Mhm.
and once you begin to pull from that, you'll begin to more and more figure out what the writer is, in his ingenuity, is trying to tell the story. Because remember, the actor has to transport to the spectator, who he tries to keep on the edge of his seat, to keep the popcorn from going into his mouth. He has to wow them with something.
Mhm.
And if you can find just that principle, that variable
Mm.
in the craft of what you're trying to do, it's like a freedom that's totally immeasurable.
Mm.
You've completed that role. You succeeded.
That's amazing. Yeah, and it's great that you have sort of your process and it's super locked into
Yes,
who you are as an actor.
yes,
Okay. Although, being an actor can be very isolating at times because you're
Yeah.
sort of on your own. Your team is really important. You have your manager, your agent, things like
Yes.
that. But has there been anyone along your career? You mentioned a couple that have, like the one that let you borrow the car, right? You want to shout out because they were, very supportive or helped you
Yes.
out when you needed it.
yes.
Yeah. Anyone come to mind?
Oh my God. Denise Juarez, I love you. She's like my sister,
Mhm.
always supportive. The number of people that support me, you mean?
Yeah, just like, is anyone that did you like a crazy favor that you're like, I really need this?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Gigi Gant, I love you. Eric Washington,
Very
I love you.
godmothers, very godmothers.
Everyone. Everett James, which is my cousin.
Mhm.
I mean, there is a number of people that I can think of. Tony Rome, I appreciate you because when the going got tough, you were there for me, as well as my cousin Everett James. Because this road that we take as an actor is not an easy one. Everyone always sees the end result of you on the red carpet, but the things that you go through the process to get there is totally difficult. It's not always peaches and cream. And that's what I meant by the process. And then having the patience. But in order to have both, you have to practice. You have to practice every day as an actor. You have to practice some lines. You have to figure out. I used to know 100 monologues. 100 monologues.
100 miles.
Yes, by heart.
Wow.
Yes, and then I dwelled down to 50 monologues, and that's the one of the ways that I met Robert Townsend, who was an exceptional director, and I was down in Atlanta, and everyone didn't know a monologue, and I kept my hand up, and I went up in front of nearly 300 people, and I did my monologue, and he loved it. Well, one thing led to the next. It was like a domino effect, you see. But there are a number of people that have supported me. Diane Hamilton, I love you. Gloria Davis, I love you. Denise Juarez. So there's a gang of people that I can appreciate. Yes.
Do you have any advice for any young actors that are starting off that perhaps you would have loved to have heard when you were starting off in your first couple of years?
Oh, be in the moment and be sure that this is a calling that you have, that you want to follow through. This is nothing to play with. If you feel that you have a calling to act, then do it. But don't just jump up with $10 in your pocket and come to Hollywood. Have a game plan. Come here with a game plan. It's very vital that you save your money because anything can happen. You know, I've seen people have to go back home and things of this nature. Yeah.
Especially now.
Especially
so
now.
expensive,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And during the pandemic, it was really rough. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was really great getting to talk to you.
Yes.
Can you please tell us what you have going on right now, coming out? You mentioned Vampire
Yes.
film, and where we can find you on socials.
Oh, absolutely. Well, what I have coming up right now are a couple of movies that are coming out in June. I signed the NDA.
Okay. Just June.
Yeah. So that looks good.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to my manager, Marie Lamel, as well as my agent, Diane Romero. Thank you. I love you guys. And you can reach me at Idrees Degas on Facebook, and it's the same platform on Instagram, and I believe I'm on TikTok as well.
Yeah, and check out his IMDb.
Yes, IMDb. Yes. Idrees Degas. Please go right there. Punch a like and support.
All right.
And support this wonderful platform that we have here.
All right. Thank you so much for being
thank
here.
you. Thank you for having me.
It was great to talk to you.
It's great talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you for this interview.
Of course. I had a great time,
I did
and
too.
I hope the viewers did too. So stick around for the next one. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.